Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is pretty cold around here. Current temperature is 29 degrees. Not happy about that at all. But it is what it is. So we'll just have to deal with it. Let's see who we got over here this morning. Looks like we had a small crowd gathering over here. Let's see. Troy Pritchard says, Happy Tuesday, 12 degrees in Sheridan, Michigan. Well, I guess 29 is pretty balmy then, if you got 12. All Things YouTube says, the boss on vacation, so I'm in the coffee session. Good morning. Good morning to you, sir. While what's that old saying? While the cat's away, the mice will play, or something like that. Comes to mind. 11 Atlantica says, my boss is in the kitchen making breakfast. Let's see, we got Javi Wood thing says, good morning, folks, on the road. 35 degrees on the Georgia-Florida border. Yeah, well, it's only going to get colder, Javi, as you make your way up this way. It's only getting colder. Larry Galt says, good morning, everyone. Paul Stewart's in the house this morning. How you doing, Paul? Mike Reynolds says, good morning, everyone. 24, here in Central Kentucky. I didn't even bring my little mic over here, so I guess y'all can hear me. Paperwork everywhere. All right, there we go. So, all right, here's low one so far, 7 in Wisconsin. Scott Gritton says, how you doing, Scott? 17 outside Philadelphia, PA. Man, oh man, that's some cold temps right there. Let's see here. We got Kevin Els is watching. How you doing this morning, Kevin? Hope it's warm where you're watching from. Earl Walker says, morning, everyone. 19 degrees going up to 27. So you're making me feel bad complaining about 29. Steve Gronsky says 27 degrees in Mustang, Oklahoma today, headed to low 40s. Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to get up to, but I guess low 40s or something. I don't know. But I think we got down to about 20. That's what it was supposed to get down to. So that's way too cold for me. Darren Bird's in the house. Says, morning, Dave. How you doing, Darren? Let's see. Joanne McPhee, but this isn't really Joanne. I think it's, and I've forgotten what the name is. You'll have to tell me again. Unless it's Joanne this time. It says, good morning to you, Dave, and to you all from the Great White North. Okay. Big D's in the house. Morning, Troy, Hobby, and everyone else. Where'd I go? I scanned up here and went way out of sight here. Gary Hammond, got a bunch of comments over here. Good morning, Gary. How you doing? Dave says it's 18 here in Brooklyn, Michigan. Man. LB says it's 30 in Geronimo. Klondike says it's -6 here in Des Moines, Iowa. Holy cow. George Rothfuss, good morning to you, sir. Ryan Ballard, 17 degrees here in Maryland. That is just cold. It says, good morning, everybody. 45 feels like 39. And that's got to be cold because you're down, Southwest Florida. That's ridiculous for down there, isn't it? Mike Sills in the house. Good morning, everyone. We got Janet also holding up things over on Facebook. I appreciate you, Janet. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you got you some coffee. Dave says, my boss is working. I'm at home warm and enjoying the coffee sessions. Okay, cool. Joanne says we are -20 degrees, Cornwall, Ontario. I don't know how y'all do it. I really don't. 0 bar. I'm not sure what that means. I think he might be telling me he doesn't have any temperature. It's 0. Nothing at all. JBL Woodworking 12 in White Cloud, Michigan. Yeah, wow. That is just too cold. Let's see here. Larry says, I guess I should be happy with 44 here. Yeah, I feel a little better after seeing some of the temps you guys are posting. Good morning, Clyde. How are you doing this morning? Don Surgitson, 47 degrees, Victoria, British. All right, well, well, no, 47 degrees F, so I guess Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's not bad. Dwayne, yeah. Sorry, Dwayne, I couldn't read you. You tell me that about 16 times and I'll have it, I promise. Mike Sills says, morning all, 26 degrees in Chattanooga. Okay. Janet says 20 in CBS for Indy. Yeah. That's not too bad, I guess, considering 20 in Indiana. Yeah. 11 says a brisk 15 here in NS Canada. Okay. Man, look at some of these temps. -9 in sunny New Hampshire. Good gosh. It says, get my space heater out. Yeah, did y'all see my little video? I finally, those people, the company's probably not just real happy with me because but I told them, I said, they contacted me back in October. I said, hey, we've seen your YouTube channel. We'd like to send you some kind of a heater. And I said, well, okay, sure. You can send it to me. I said, but I told them, I live in Georgia, so it's going to be a few months before I'm ready to do a review video on a heater. And it was finally got a little nippy. It was like 44 out there in the garage. So I went ahead and shot that video yesterday. But it did, it warmed it up a few degrees. I knew it wasn't going to do much because that heater was only supposed to do 160 square feet. My garage is over 400 square feet. So it knocked the chill off a little bit, but that's about it. Charles says warm, 28 in Rome, Georgia. Yeah, it's 29 here, so we're about the same. 56 in the shop. Yeah, if I can get it to close to 55 to 60 in the shop, I'm good. Matt Haas says he's on Facebook too. Cool. Yeah, thank you, Matt, for your little watching this thing. JBL says it is. I guess he's saying it is 56 in the shop. Okay, got it. Dwayne says we have about 12 inches of snow. That's about 12 too many for me. Ryan says, I wouldn't hate the cold so much if we had some snow on the ground. Yeah. Whatever. I don't want any snow. I don't care how cold it is. I don't want any snow. Wilson Rubottom's in the house. How you doing, Wilson? Ryan Ballard says, yeah, Dave shot some channel content. Hell froze over, and now we are all paying for it. I know, I did not realize. Of course, I do these coffee sessions. And this, by the way, is the 77th coffee session. So, be hitting 100 pretty soon. And then, of course, I do the Saturday night CNC thing. But basically, that's about the only content. And I don't really even count those because those are live streams. But as far as video content, I haven't put any up for a long time. I thought it was like October, but it was really August when I went to upload that one yesterday. I'm thinking, wow, it's been longer than I thought. Because in August I did the last one I did is when I did something with the ox laser. Um, and then I did one other one, but that was just like to announce the Christmas challenge or something. So yeah, I've been really slacking, but all that's going to change here real soon. I'll be putting out so much content you'll get tired of. You'll probably unsubscribe. So just saying. Uh, Janet Moore says, beautiful doggy JBL woodworking. Let me scroll back up here and find that. Yeah, it's a good looking dog right there. Yeah, buddy. I like that. Earl says, yes, I saw it. I have Profusion heater in my garage. I will get specs later. I keep shop at 41 and crank it up to above 60 when I go out there. Okay. Yeah. See, I normally don't even have any kind of heater out there in my garage. I do have, I can't think of the name of it. If somebody says it, I'll know it. But I have a little heater that I use out in my shop that works pretty well. Um, but I don't go out in my shop much anymore. It's pretty much become a storage building. I do, most things I do now. I'm in the garage with my Gatton CNC. So um, usually don't have a heater at all out there because it does. I mean, I'm in Georgia, so normally it's not that bad. A couple of times in January, February, maybe you might get a little chilly, but and again, when I'm running my Gatton, if it's too cold and I don't want to stand out there, because I'm not going to be moving around doing something else to stay warm, I'll just fire it up and then come back in the house, watch it on the camera. It's nice and warm in here. So, Keith Stanford says snow insulates, keeps the cold from getting to the water pipes, foundation, etc. Okay, I see. So that's your reason for wanting snow, I guess, Ryan Ballard. Um, let's see. 11 says Vancouver Island, Southern Ontario, and Nova Scotia are the warmest places you can live in Canada. The rest is pretty much a write off in the wintertime. Okay. All right. Snow is poor man's fertilizer. Okay. I guess. I thought it was just basically water in a different state, but I could be wrong. Uh, all things YouTube's give me a tip here. He says, I recommend posting content. That's kind of my thing. Yeah. That and your 16 channels. And I always, Matt, last night, I guess you noticed, I always forget because I always think of all things. What is it? Awesome wood things. That's what I always think of. So I went to ask you or put a comment or whatever it was. And I always put at awesome wood things and post it. And then I go, wait a minute, this is all things YouTube. Picked the wrong channel. So I always do that for some reason. John Lang said he just got here. It's 40 outside, 21 with wind chill tomorrow, Southwest Florida. Okay. Man. Ryan Ballard says, hi, man. All right. Well, I think I'm caught up on the comments for the moment. Just in case you're wondering, it's only 47 more days until daylight savings time begins. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's 47 days. That'll go by like nothing. And then it's 59 days until spring, which doesn't really matter to me. because here it's usually warm well before it's officially spring anyway. So there's that little tidbit for you. Another thing, the media was all going crazy, thinking we were going to hear the shot that was heard around Virginia, and that didn't happen. So I know they're probably all disappointed that that was all a peaceful thing over there. So let's see here. I got a question. He says, Dave, did you like my too complicated laser mount? Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. I do like that you had that little, what is that stuff called? The little red looking um, eye protection stuff. Shield, I guess is what it's called. I don't know. Yeah, I like that. If it works for you, it's good. Dwayne, let's see if I'm getting this right. Dwayne, not Joanne. Dwayne says, can you imagine getting 12 feet of snow like Newfoundland? No, I cannot imagine that. Although I have been in some, every year about this time, people post on Facebook, and it's getting old, really, to me. But they're like, "Where were you in the blizzard of '78?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I remember where I was. I was in a bunch of snow. That's why I live down here now. Or one of the reasons." But you're always posting all those pictures, all that snow. All right, let's see. Dave says 5 weeks before I start hiking the Appalachian Trail. BO, whatever that means, Georgia to Maine. All righty. Good luck with that. The shielding, that is what spawned the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I mean, if it works, I didn't really, I saw your picture, but I didn't really look at it that close. I mean, if it works for you, it's all that matters. Um, looks like it would do the job. All things YouTube says exactly. The media was ready to pounce. They're sad the VA protest was peaceful. Big media can kiss my butt. They're awful. I agree completely. They just hoping something would happen so that they could make a big deal out of it. Now they're disappointed that nothing did. Of course, you read what they put though. They're still trying to say that it was all a bunch of white supremacists, Nazis, and all this stuff, and it really wasn't. Didn't turn out at all like they thought. Keith Stanford says, my paternal grandparents were goofy Newfleas. I guess that's people from Newfoundland. Told stories about sleeping in the attic and waking up covered with snow. That wouldn't be any fun. Dwayne says, every time I look out my kitchen window, I see my Harley. Can't wait until spring. Alrighty. Dave Clemens says, awesome, Ryan. Maybe we can meet up. Oh, I see. He's saying he'll be about 20 minutes from Ryan. You should go walk that trail with him, Ryan. Probably do you good. Real Wilson says, look like all brothers in arms. Yeah. Yeah, they, the media is all doom and gloom anyway. Um, just crazy stuff going on over there in Virginia. I feel sorry for anybody that lives over there right now, since I guess, what is it, the state house, or all changed hands. But I imagine it'll change again pretty quick. Makes you wonder how, and it's just me talking here, but it makes you wonder why all these people are upset now, because it changed sides basically. Well, where were all those people? Why didn't they get out and go vote? You know, could have prevented all that. Get off your ass and go vote. So you got a lot of power in that vote if you just go do it. If you don't vote, you don't have any right to say nothing to me. That's the way it should be. Get off your ass and go vote. There you go. It says 4 million didn't vote. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. Yeah. So you got to get out there and make a difference. Dwayne says, Dave, can you tell me where I can get the plans for the bench/table? All that stuff is on my website, davegatton.com. Um, you'll see a thing. I don't remember what I called it. Let's see, davegatton.com. And then there's a page that says woodworking project plans. And I have several different things over there. Yeah, that bench/picnic table thing, I sell more of those than anything else. Um, and sometimes people will build them and then send me a picture of what they built. That looks pretty cool. Craig says, let's see, get out. Oh, get off your ass and vote. Yeah. Um, Yeah, that's it. There wasn't much exciting news. Like I said, I guess the news people were kind of reserving everything for their big stories about Virginia, and then now they don't have anything to talk about. So there wasn't anything exciting to talk about on the news, except the local, my local news. They're still talking about all the shootings, and um, man, they had a thing on there the other day where some kind of a parking garage for some high dollar apartments or something in Atlanta, and it's supposed to be, all secure and all this stuff. And somebody got in there and broke into like 72 cars or something. So pretty sad. We interviewed one dude, and he'd bought that car like 3 weeks ago. Now he's got to replace the windows, and because they take those little hammers and bust the windows out and get in there and rummage around, take whatever you got in there. And it still amazes me that people leave stuff, in cars. Quit leaving your damn laptops and your guns and all that stuff in cars, man. That's just stupid. Um, let's see. I missed something here, I guess. Keith Stanford said, okay, single comment. More power to Dave C for even trying the Appalachian Trail. Dog in the lap made me hit return. Okay. Janet says they will make up some news uh, before the day's end. Yeah. Yeah, if it don't happen, they just make stuff up. You're right about that. It's really a sad, the state of news is really a sad deal because there's nothing you can watch anymore that you can believe. They're all on there giving their opinions or thoughts or their agenda. They don't just report the news and keep everything else out of it. It's really sad. And what's worse is, um, you get places like Facebook, and somebody can just make up the most outrageous meme or whatever with zero truth to it and put it on there, and then people will share it like crazy. And you know, and I've seen some people post something, and then somebody else will think they're Mr. Smart Guy, and they'll post a thing, and they'll say Snopes and stuff. Well, I've even heard stuff about Snopes that they're that they're not the real deal. So I don't trust any of them. I just try to use a little common sense, and which is few and far between on people these days. It says, isn't that called propaganda? Yes, it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The weather's about the only thing they get right. Uh, and I know a lot of folks always gripe about the weatherman and all that, but I got to tell you, my local channel weather people um, are awesome. They're freaking dead on. Um, they have that, I don't know what it's called, Viper radar or something, and they're constantly improving. And I always check. I got their app on my phone. I check the weather. I check the radar. You know, whenever I have to go to Home Depot to get a little plywood, I got to make sure it's not going to rain. It's not. It don't take me that long to go get it, but I want to make sure that it never gets wet. So even when it's a cloudy day or whatever, I'll check that radar, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna trust that. I can get over there and get back and get it unloaded before it rains. So, and I always have. So big shout out to Fox 5 weather team, whatever they're called. David Chandler, he's the chief meteorologist. Um, Good guy. He's always doing all those little Facebook lives too, um, keeping everybody up to date on what's going on. So good for them. All right. Well, I've been on here about 30 minutes. We've had 40 something people hanging out here drinking coffee with me. Or I hope y'all are drinking coffee. I am. Drinking some good coffee this morning. Um, I got a bunch of groceries yesterday. I guess I could tell you that. Did a little laundry. Yeah. I know I live on the edge, buddy. Ordered some groceries and did some laundry. Although I think I don't have time to get into it now. We'll save it for another day. But I think I'm not quite as happy with the Publix delivery thing as I was. It's it started out a little rough, and then it got pretty good, and now it looks like it's getting rough again, and I'm just not sure how that works. But I may just have to break down and start going myself. And man, I hate doing that. But at least I know for sure that I'm getting everything and um, not getting any funny charges or something. So anyhow, well, George says, and I know George is always right. He says another great start to the day. Coffee with Dave Gatton. Well, thank you, George. I hope you have a good start. Matt says, yeah, you're a wild and crazy guy. I know. Laundry and grocery shopping, buddy. That's where I'm at. Janet says, did you get your pie? Absolutely, I did. Uh, and I'm going to enjoy it. I haven't even opened it yet. I haven't had a piece of it yet, but I'll save that for a special day. One that ends in a Y or something. But yeah, I got my pie, so all is good. All right, JFJ Fabrications just popped in here. Says, good morning, all. Hope it's a great day. Hope you're having a good day. I believe that's Johnny, if I'm not mistaken. I try to learn all these names, but I think that's who that is. All right, I've been on there 31 minutes, so I'm going to get off here. Everybody have a great Tuesday. Let's see if I can find the right button here. Yeah, there it is. Have a great Tuesday. And if you're not doing anything tomorrow morning, come on back. We'll meet up here. Bring your coffee. And we'll do this again. Maybe I'll have some better news for you tomorrow or something. But anyway, have a good one. We'll see y'all. Everybody take care.